Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning, people. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Y'all ready to get this money? Let's do this. It's Monday. We're ready. It's Thanksgiving week. Of course, we're thankful all the time. Thanksgiving is a lifestyle, not just a week, not just a day, not just a time for us to eat and get full. Thanksgiving is what we do all the time. So, but we are mindful of the fact that it is a week and a holiday, and we're grateful for that too. Hey, good morning. We're definitely grateful for that as well. So, um, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I will not be before you long because just like it is, you are first this morning, Mr. Mooncraft. Um, Morning, Will. Hey, you back in the saddle today. You are back in here. I know you've been busy. We've been missing you too. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to get it this week. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Yes, we are. All right, y'all. Let's get it going because I got some things I've got to do. So I cannot stay in this seat today. I have been given marching orders by the mister. You got stuff to do. So I got to get moving. Actually, they weren't marching orders. I got like one thing he told me to do, but because I got things I need to do around that one thing, I got to be moving because the one thing he want me to do, if I won't get it done, I won't be able to use my excuses like I had to get my nails done. I won't be able to use that. Well, I could because he'll just look at me and shake his head, but I try to be mindful of the things he asked me to do too because he don't ask a lot. He don't ask me to do a lot, but anyways, it's Monday morning. Yes, definitely. Much prayer, much power. Morning, Miss Deborah. How we doing this morning? How we doing? Okay. So currently in the market, we are experiencing, excuse me, a little bit of the Thanksgiving week bullish activity. It ain't heavy, but we talked about we left off Friday with a little bit of bullishness. We dropped right down to the 100. Oh goodness, here we go again. Right down to the 100 period moving average on the daily chart on SPX, and it popped right off of that. So we talked about even last night on our call how we basically dropped right to the place to bounce off of there, and here we are. I need to take this off because that's not based on anything. And we've moved up a bit. Currently at 66.48 in SPX. We closed on Friday at like 66.06 or something like that. And bouncing off of that this morning, right? Right to the 100 and the 200 period moving average on Friday, dropped right down into that on Friday, rejected off of it basically, and then closed at 66.02. I was giving it a few more points. Closed at 66.02 on Friday. Friday was a nice little round the world. A failed two down, which if you're a stratter, a failed two down is also a bullish movement, a bullish candle. Hey, Tanya. So that was where we closed on Friday. Currently at 66.48. So we have a little bit of a gap up this morning, and we'll take it, right? We will take it and work with it today as things go. Currently, well, I want to go back. I will talk about where we are right now. We're moving on. So this is what Friday looked like. We covered some of these things last night on the call, but just in case you weren't with me last night on the call because you was watching football, y'all see Shadur did his good work yesterday. Go on, boy. Go on, boy. The way you shut him up is you shut him up. That's the way you do it. You let your work shut him up. That's the way that you do that, right? The Cleveland Browns been talked bad about. Y'all know I'm from Cleveland, right? I'm originally from Cleveland. I still got family in Cleveland, but that's how you shut them down. You just do it. You do your good work, and then that's how you silence the noise. Anyway, play Shadur. Just do you, baby. Do you. So anyway, this was Friday. We had a nice little dip and then a rise on Friday. I kind of wanted to go. Let me go to the daily chart so I can look at what last week did. I got all sidetracked just talking about shit. I didn't get to watch because depending on where you live, I think that was kind of a. Of course, I'm gonna say it's a conspiracy, but we couldn't even see it down here. There in Florida, we couldn't even see. We couldn't even see the game down here. Couldn't even see the game. Had to hear about it on the highlights. So this was last week, pretty much on a bearish trend for several days, and then finally down. Had a little bit of a pop on Wednesday. Nvidia, probably given the fact that people were looking for Nvidia to have their earnings. Nvidia had earnings, big pop after post Nvidia earnings, and dropped all day after Nvidia earnings. Ooh, massive drop after Nvidia earnings. Dropped right down, like I said, to the 100 and 200 period moving average, and then rejected off of that and ran up on Friday. This was OPEX week too, though. So even though Nvidia earnings is in here, OPEX week is always a lot of volatility, and it did what it did for that. Hey, Delisha, it did what it did for last week, and now we're past that. This is Thanksgiving week. We're going to take and trade what we see like we always do. We're going to trade what we see day after day, week after week. I say, okay, let's see what's going on today. The VIX is at 22.5. Okay, we've been in the 20s for a few days. Tanya say NFL not letting anybody see a game for free. That's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You can pay for that NFL ticket, Sunday ticket. I was asking my son, I was like, who got Sunday ticket? He was like, nobody paying for that, Mom. Nobody paying for that. I think you can see stuff depending on where you live. Like you can see, like on CBS or whatever, you can see the games, but you got to live nearby that game. Like, why we can't see all the games? What's up with that? Anyway, the NFL, you're right, ain't letting you see stuff unless you in close proximity. Like my daughter was in Chicago and could see Chicago Bears. She was there with a friend who plays for the Bears, so she was there seeing him, and she was able to see that game, but we couldn't see it from here. But she was there and couldn't see Cleveland, and we down here can't see it. Like, why can't we? Hello. Anyway, the VIX is at 22.5. That's where the VIX is right now. Let's look at Yahoo Finance. U.S. futures climb to return to recovery. Return to recovery, not so fast, but we can see we just going to trade what happens each day. Is what we're doing, really. Stocks are looking to rebound further from a pullback driven by AI trade worries. That's real, okay? Apple's successor, the CEO Cook, has big shoes to fill. That's true. Bessent, White House is going to reveal the healthcare cost plan this week. You need something. Y'all need a plan. If you decide that, was it ACA or HCA or ACA? If that wasn't what y'all want, you got to have an alternative, because right now we got all these people who are on the Affordable Care Act, and now you're saying we don't want that no more. Okay, so what are you going to give them? Because you need to give them something. Alibaba pops as its rival to ChatGPT makes a strong debut. The week of bruising volatility tests support levels across the stocks. Big tech AI debt wave is threatening to swamp credit markets. Bitcoin fund head for the worst month. Oh yeah, because Bitcoin has been definitely selling off. But listen, this is my own thoughts, okay? Because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think a lot of this stuff is manipulated. So if that falls into conspiracy theory, then okay. But the folk who want to get in on Bitcoin, who missed the first run up, are helping it come back down so they can put their money in, and then they'll get in and ride it back up. Okay. So I don't think Bitcoin is over. All the crypto is over, but the people who want to get in will bring it down. Get y'all to scare sale. Y'all, I'm going to say us. Get us to scare sale. And then they'll buy what y'all are quick, what y'all or we are scare selling, and then run it right back up. And you'll be like, I sold, they ran it right back up. Yeah, I think they'll do. Morgan Stanley says U.S. stocks are likely nearing the end of a pullback. Of course, they would say that because they want you to quit selling. Amazon's X Energy gets Jane Street backing as investors bet on nuclear. I'm saying I don't think anybody should jump out of Amazon per se. You maybe buy more while it's on sale. Novo falls as Alzheimer's drug trial fails to meet the main goal. That Alzheimer's thing is huge. Gold steadies as market weighs chance of another Fed rate cut. Yeah, that Fed rate cut is something we want too. Okay, let's go on from there. Move on to CNBC. See what CNBC is talking about, though. All the futures are green. Oil is green. U.S. 10-year bonds red. Let's see what they're saying now here. S&P futures tick higher as market attempts to rebound on holiday and shortened week. It's going to be a little bit, maybe a little bit lower volume this week because it's holiday week and people starting to travel and do all the things, right? People take the week off or most of the days off. There's one day the market is closed on Thursday and a half a day on Friday. So keep that in mind as you're trading this week. The market is closed on Thursday and half a day on Friday. It closes at 1 o'clock on Friday. So people are going to be shopping maybe on Friday. They hope people are shopping on Friday. All right. They definitely want the consumer sales. Novo Nordisk shares plunged 9% after the Alzheimer drug trial fails to hit key targets. Could markets be facing an everything bubble? Investors are divided. Okay. Careful. You again, as I say every day, y'all hear me say the same things. A lot of times is just to really trade what you see. This is my position, is to trade as long dated as you need, but as short dated as you can. Of course, much of our trading is 0 DTE, but I own shares. I own shares of several companies that I trade. I don't really do a lot of swing trading, like longer term, because for me, I'm not great at selecting longer term options. I know people who are really good at it. And if you are interested in that, I got the perfect place for me. I can send you. And actually, I got a person I want to send over there. Hey, Perry, you in the house. I got a place I'll send you, but I'm not great at that. But and I know my strengths. Okay, I'm not trying to act like I know everything because I don't. But I know somebody who's really good at teaching swing trading. It ain't me, but my mentor is phenomenal at that. And I went to a class and tried to learn it and was like, this is too many moving parts for your girl. Too many. The way my attention is set up. But I don't do much of that. But if that's something you're interested in, definitely over there. But if that's, some people trade, everybody trades different. You need to trade what your interest and personality goes with. And, everybody's different. So anyway, trade as short as you can, because this market right here is fickle. It's fickle. Okay. If you're going to buy a leap, which I have a couple leaps, but I only have leaps because I'm using them for covered calls, not because I want the leap per se. I want the leap. I believe in the long-termness of the stock, but I want to use the leap for covered calls, not just to have the leap. So it's not just I want the leap, it's I want the covered call money in the meantime. Okay. Europe has mostly green, with FTSE Milano being red. European markets edge higher on U.S. stock cut optimism. Bear shares jump 9%. In Asia is got three of these are green. Shanghai, Hang Seng, and ASX are all green. And the Nikkei and Nifty 50 are both red. Asia Pacific markets trade mixed as investors weigh possible Fed rate cut. All right. Crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are all red. Dogecoin and XRP are green. Okay. The calendar for this week. Today we don't have anything on the calendar for today. Tomorrow we do have PPI showing up before market opens, so keep that in mind if you're trading something overnight. Core PPI numbers are coming out at 8:30 before the market opens. HPI, housing prices index, is coming out at 9 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock tomorrow. This is all tomorrow. We got pending home sales. That's all tomorrow. Wednesday, we got unemployment coming out before the market opens, and preliminary GDP is tentative. All those are tentative things. That's all Wednesday. Thursday, market is closed. Everything's closed. Enjoy your holiday. Friday, there's nothing on the list for Friday, but the market will be open half day on Friday. Okay. Today, even though nothing is showing up on Forex Factory, today in investing.com, we do have a few things here. 9:15 capacity utilization rate, industrial production, 3-month bill auction, 6-month bill auction, 2-year note auction. So there are a few things that are showing up on investing.com that are happening today. Got some folks to say good morning to. My Day Littlefield, good morning, girlfriend. And Perry's in the house. Yep, Janae's here. Good morning, Janae. Antonia, hey girl. And Bernard and Carla, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay, I think I've covered everything over there. I wanted to get to, let me see, earnings. We got a few things on earnings. This morning, nobody that we knew, even though they're talking about that, the Novo Nordisk, which I'm not sure why they're talking about them, and let's say one of these people. Monday, after market closes, we're going to have Zoom is going to report earnings. That's somebody we know, and maybe Simtech. Tomorrow morning, we got Alibaba reporting, Abercrombie and Fitch, Neo reporting, Analog Digital, Best Buy. Those are all tomorrow morning on Burlington. And then tomorrow after close, we've got Dale and CleanSpark, Workday. Those are all tomorrow after market close, Autodesk. And Wednesday morning, John Deere and Lee. All right. And then we don't have any more earnings until Friday, which is Chaji or Chaji. I'm not sure who they are. Okay, let's go see what Adam had to say this morning. What Adam have to say today? Oh, Delisha said, I can see all the games and I don't have the Sunday ticket. Oh, well, good thing. You must have something we don't have. You maybe give us Delisha is the plug. Delisha's the plug. Okay, let's see what Adam had to say. After selling all week, the longs triggered Friday off the 65.26 level in SPX, starting a Thanksgiving leg up. Overnight, evening traders got an excellent entries on 66.22. I wonder if that should be a 65. If I just said 65.26, maybe it should be a 6. Okay, 66.22 to 26 reclaim. Yeah, that's what should be 6s. Given Friday, 4 p.m. 66.22 and 26 are support. 66.51, 58, 69 to 85 is all targets. If 66.22 to 26 fails or dips, then we're going to go down to 66.06 and 65.89. Okay. The difference between the ES and SPX is 16 points. So if you're looking at Adam's tweets, if you're following his tweets on Twitter, then you can subtract 16 points from his tweets, and that will give you the numbers for SPX. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about we got last week's seller trade ideas from last week with 7 out of 9 profitable trades. Woo, woo, woo. This is our trades list from last week. 7 out of 9 profitable trades. Only Amazon and Chevron did not do what they needed to do last week. Everybody else understood the assignment and did their job. Okay, Amazon, not so much. But Amazon maybe dropped into a place where people could go on and buy some more if you wanted to buy you some more, right? This is our list for this week. This week is probably going to give a few more bullish vibes, maybe a little bit bullish. So you want to be mindful here, okay? All of these stocks are in the neutral. We're in a neutral trend, which is why they're on both sides. You see the star next to them. They're all on both sides, on the put credit spread and the call credit spread side. So we are in a trend where there may be a little more bullishness for the week. So you might want to lean or look, check it for yourself. I'm not an investment advisor. I don't give investment advice. This is just things I see. But this week may have a little more bullishness. Historically, the market is a little more green during Thanksgiving. 60% of historically, 60% of the time it has ended up higher than it started on the week. So keep that in mind as you're selecting your strikes. You may want to keep that in mind. If you decide you're going to go with these trades, pit and parcel, you might want to look at the numbers to make sure that you're getting outside of the ranges of safety. Okay. You don't have to never, not just my stuff, anybody's stuff, have to take it right one for one. You're checking your chart. I encourage everybody who follows me and trades with me to always go and look at the chart and confirm these things. I'm looking at these numbers based on last week's information. Once the market opens today, these things may change. I always say go look and make sure that these numbers are still good numbers. All right. That don't bother me a tad. This is your money. I want you to confirm that what you see here is actually still accurate. I'm going to give you the trend and say it's bullish, it's bearish, it's neutral, and you want to confirm your numbers. All right. But these are the ones that I've selected and I think are in good range. Let's talk a little bit about copy trading. This is what we're doing. This is what we're getting ready to start in this copy trading thing, adding to what I already do in my membership. This is adding to my membership. Okay, I'm adding to it. This is not replacing what I do in my membership. This is adding to it. Copy trading is adding to it. Let's answer some questions that people have had. I want to make sure that if anybody's got questions that they're getting answered, so you can sign up in time to get the good price. The number in the website is running at the bottom of the screen, but I don't want you to miss out because you didn't know or that you didn't have all the questions answered. You can also always reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, and most people are, following me in all the places. You're in something of mine. Reach out and ask your questions. Email me back, whatever it happens to be. Get your questions answered because I don't want you missing out because you didn't know. All right. Y'all know I'm trying to take as many folks with me as are willing to go. The question, what is copy trading? It's where a leader trader, who is me, places trades and your account is going to place the exact same or very similar trade immediately following my trade. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to push no buttons inside of your brokerage. I'm going to place a trade. Your account is going to automatically place that same trade. Automated. It's a bot. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Do I need to know how to do the trading? No, you don't need to do anything. Your bot will automatically do the trading. You just need to be connected. Be connected. Okay. You just got to be connected. Okay. What do I need to do? First step, you need to get the subscription. You need to get subscribed with Peakbot. That is who is running the subscription. I am partnered with them. Where's my mouse? I am partnered with Peakbot. I'm trying to get to the link. Where is the mouse? Hallelujah. Oh, there it is. My mouse is, I'm putting the link into the comments. So that way you can, my mouse is all over the place. There you are. Okay. So you want to get the subscription to Peakbot? I put the link into the comments. The link is also running along the bottom of the screen. You're going to open your account at Tradier and you want to fund it with as close to $3,000 as you can get. All right. Get as close to $3,000 as you can get. If you can't get to $3,000, get close. Okay. I don't want you to miss the opportunity because you didn't have exactly $3,000, but I want you to get as close as you can get. You need to have a margin account. So when you're signing up for Tradier, make sure you're getting a margin account. All righty. And then you're going to connect your Tradier to Peakbot. You also need the Pro Plus when you're going with Tradier, the Pro Plus. And you're going to connect Tradier to Peakbot. That's going to automatically connect the two accounts so that you're connected when I start trading. When are we actually going to start trading? When do we start? I'm going to start trading on December the 12th. That's my plan, is to start on the 12th. So you've got some time, right? It's not like I'm starting next week. You got to hurry up. No, you got a little bit of time. You got some time. We're giving time for you to get all these things connected and you to get your money up and in, right? Get your account open at Tradier, get your stuff funded, right? And you don't have to worry about when will the card process again. You're signing up now with the $100 subscription, but you won't be charged again for the subscription until a month after we start. So I'm going to start on December the 12th. You won't be charged again for the subscription until around January the 12th, right? You can sign up now. We're not going to charge you again at the end of December when we haven't even started yet. Started good, right? We're not going to charge you till a month after we start. Okay. I hope the camera is not glitching. I think I see it jumping around over there. All right. So I hope y'all can still hear me. If you can't hear me good, y'all let me know if it's acting up. All righty, let's move forward with the slides. What stock and strategy are you trading? I'm going to trade SPX and I'm going to trade IWM. I'm starting with SPX, not IWM. I'm going to start with just SPX initially. All right. Can I see the trades? Yes, you can see the trades. Y'all tell me if it's glitching. I don't want anybody to miss what's being said. I'm going to my Facebook so I can see if it's doing it over there. Because I can see it jumping around here. To trade, you can do copy trade. Nope, that's not what I want to see. Okay. Is it running? Crazy. Nope, it's not there. Why are you not really here? It's not even showing that I'm live right there. Why not? Huh. That's weird. I'm on my one page. It's not even showing that I'm live. I'm supposed to be live right now. Why are you not showing that I'm live? Add me to the stage. Lord of B. Lord of mercies. Lord of mercies. I'm still here, y'all. All the things is acting up, as they say. We don't have time for the act ups. Ooh, the camera don't went nuts over here. Add to the stage. What about now? 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 Now? Nothing? Oh, yes. Yay! Okay. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Think we can switch back to the other camera. Let's see. Tanya says yes, we're back on. 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 I had to unplug and plug it back up. Okay. Okay, so all is well. Y'all give me the yes. Y'all give me the yes if it's okay. Okay. Thank y'all. I love the people who can get into my text message and be like, look, girl, this is not working. Okay. As long as we good, I want to make sure that we're getting all the information we need to get. Okay, so the last question I think I answered was, no, it's not just you. Whoever said, is it just me? The last question I think Delisha asked me was which plan do we get on Tradier? So you need to get the Pro Plus plan on Tradier. Tradier is actually giving us the Pro Plus plan for free. So when you sign up through it with this plan, when you sign up through this subscription with the Copy Trading with me, with Educator to Trader, they're actually giving us the Pro Plus plan for free. So select Pro Plus, okay? Okay, you can get that one. You're signing up for that, which is good. Sign up with Tradier and get Pro Plus, okay? And the camera should be working fine. No, it wasn't just you who Mooncraft. I thought it was just me. No, it wasn't. I could see it starting to glitch over there because it was starting to jump around. You should not be charged the $35 for Pro Plus, which I need to ask Peakbot about that email because we were supposed to get an email that came from them that gave you the steps. So I'll talk to them about that. I'll talk to them about that because there's supposed to be an email that came after that to let you know what was your next steps. Okay. If you already have a Tradier account, you'll have to talk directly with Tradier about the connection of that. I don't know how they're working the piece when you already have Tradier and you're coming on with me. You talk directly to Tradier. I've talked with them and they know we've got people who are now connecting and all. So talk with them and they'll work that out with you. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but definitely communicate with them. Okay. Okay, definitely work with them. I believe I think they'll connect you and give you the Pro Plus and all the things you need. I think you'll be able to get it with no issues. Okay. I think you'll be able to do that, Julie. All righty. Also, will we also be charged the $35 a month Tradier Plus? No, you shouldn't be charged for the Tradier Plus. It should come along with it. Okay. Okay, so I'm using the SPX. We're going to be able, I was saying you're going to be able to see your full platform, have full access to your platform. You're only trading what you select. With me, if you say I will do SPX, that's all I'm going to trade is the SPX. You still have full control of your platform, right? I'm not taking over your platform. I'm only trading SPX in my platform. And yours is going to copy my SPX. I'm not taking over anybody's brokerage account. Okay, understand that. I don't want anybody thinking that the bot is coming in and taking over your account. That is absolutely not what's happening. Okay, that is not what's happening. I'm trading in my account, and because you are connected to that subscription, then your account is going to trade what I trade only in what you selected. All right. I'm not trading anybody's account. I'm trading my money and your account is copying that trade only. Okay. I want to make sure that we're clear there. This is the data I said is on the Peakbot site. When you go to peakbot.com/educator to trader, you can see this information. You can see all of my back test data. If you want to scroll through and see how I've traded this strategy since January, you can see all that data there. If you want to scroll it and see what were my wins and my losses and you can see all that. What was my size, how much money I won, how much money I lost, and you can see all that. Okay. It was almost painful for me to make sure it was all put together. Like, yeah. So there was obviously more wins than losses, but it still had to be put together. Okay. So go and check that all out. If you're interested in checking that out, go do that. Okay. All of this is on that website though, the same website, to do. If I want to edit a trade or get out sooner, can I do so? Yes, you still maintain full control of your platform. You can manually override anything that I do. You can manually override anything that is done. You have full control of your platform. Okay. I'm not taking over control of it. The bot, not even me, the bot, because I'm not even the person. I'm trading my account. The bot is what's stepping in to do the rest. You can manually override the bot at any time. If you don't want to trade the copy, you can pause it. If you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. You can stop it. You can enter or exit. You can do anything you want to do in your account because it is still your account. Okay. You can edit the trade. You can double up those same strikes. You can do any of that yourself manually. All right. You have full control of your account. Full control. How can you learn about the strategy? Well, you can go to my YouTube channel, videos about credit spreads. You can get the training course that I have. I have a credit spreads masterclass on educatortotrader.com, or you can get the SPX playbook at spxplaybook.com. All right. I have resources where I teach this same strategy. They're paid resources. There are some videos on my YouTube channel. You can use those. Is copy trading replacing my membership? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Copy trading is in addition to my membership. I'm an educator. I will continue to educate. That's what I do. Some people will use copy trading solely on its own. They don't want to learn it. They don't want to do this. I'm just going to copy what you do, Arlissa. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Some people are like, I'm a copy trade while I'm learning. That's cool. I'm completely cool with that. Some people are like, I already know how to trade exactly what you're doing, but I'm going to run copy trading too while I'm still trading too. I'm completely cool with that. All of these things or any mix of these things work completely. All of this is good. All right. Copy trading is just like you letting somebody trade your 401k money. It's the same, at least, but in copy trading, you at least can see what's being done. In your 401k money, you have no idea what they're doing with your money. In copy trading, you at least can see it. All right. All right. All righty. So there's that. All righty. I mentioned the Trading View has a Black Friday special going on. And if you want to use, I think I have a link. I think I had a link. I'm not sure where I put it, but if you want it, I do have a link for the Black Friday. If you wanted to go to Trading View and do the Black Friday, that a really good special there. Perry says, good that the commissions are 10 cents with Thinkorswim or Tasty Trade. We have a lot of money in a haircut. This is true. The Pro Plus on Tradier takes your SPX and stuff down to 10 cents, and your regular equities are free. I mean, not equities, regular stocks are free. Right. So the Pro Plus plan has more benefits than just the SPX. If you use that broker for other things and the Pro Plus plan that you're going to get for free with this, you can use it and trade all the other stocks for free. Yeah, those options contracts are free. Definitely earning while you learn is cool. And the $50, well, $100 a month you're going to pay for copy trading, you're going to get that back in one or two trades. We're going to make that money back in one or two trades. And the rest of those trades are going to be your money to keep. Membership is here. You got your membership. We're still doing this. I'm not done with the membership. We're still doing this because I'm still educating and still training, still doing all the membership stuff. That's not done at all. Small account growth challenge, still growing, we're still doing all of this. All right. We're doing all the pieces. www.e2t.trading. You can go there and join up. Got 7-day free pass, 7-day free pass into the membership. If you want to see how we do what we do in the membership, you can come on over and see that. Okay, before I go, I want to go back to the chart so we can see. My mouse keeps just going poof. I want you all to see, where are we in the stocks before we we open up, but I wanted to take us through copy trading. I've sent several emails out as well, so check your email for more information. If you got some questions there, the links are there. See what you're looking for. Let's see where SPX 500 is right now. 6650 is where SPX 500 is right now. 6650. If you're in my community, we've got a 1 DTE that is in the 6500. Set your close order. Go ahead and set your close order so that can close at the open. We ain't trying to be greedy. We're trying to get our money and go. Use our collateral for something else today. Okay, that's where SPX 500 is right now. Let's go look at SPY. XSP or SPX, we put a 1 DTE in for both of those on Friday. So go ahead and put those close orders in so they can close soon after the open. No reason to hang around. SPY closed on Friday at 659. It's currently at 663, so it's up about $4. One thing that may happen, because we do know that it does, the market may come down and close the gap that it's getting ready to create, and then it may go on back up. All right, that may happen. About $4 gap up on SPY. On Triple Q. Closed on Friday at 590, currently at 596. So about $6 gap up on Triple Q. On IWM was an inside day on Friday, so we did not do a 1 DTE. Didn't know where we were going next. So 235 close on Friday, 235.60, currently at 236.50, so about 58, about $1 gap up on IWM. Pre-market high 237. So at this point, we are about $1. It is about $1 up from where it closed on Friday on IWM. So a little bit of a gap up there as well. All right. So that's what's going on with those three this morning. And now we're going to land the plane. E2T Trader's Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account is growing steadily. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I'm a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. I declare, Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, and amen. Okay, so we've covered a good bit of information and had a couple technical difficulties, but all is well. We got about 15 minutes before the market opens up this morning. I want you to trade strategically today and every day, but definitely today, okay? We don't trade what we think we're going to see. We trade what we see, okay? And when I say you trade what you see, that means you're checking out that chart. You're using your moving averages, your support and resistance. You're using your gaps. You're using VWAP. You're using the things, checking out your reversal. You're using your strat. You're using the things in front of you to determine what is price actually doing. Not what you think it's going to do. We don't anticipate the move. We see what move did it make, and we trade accordingly. We wait for the setup we're looking for, and then we strike. All right. Everybody, I want you to have a really good green day. I want you to stay green, and I want you to get this money. All right. I'll see you in the market. Goodbye, everyone.